Hello everybody, Chad here for River Pipes, coming at you on a Sunday morning or Sunday midday. Today I'm smoking a 1941 Dunhill. It's a shell briar and in a billiard shape with a saddle stem. I just bought it last week, and it came from J.T. Cook, famous pipe maker. Vermont Freeham was selling his pipe collection, and that was one of his pipes. And I thought there wasn't no way I could pass that up. That thing's just beautiful. One of the main reasons I got it is just to study it too, to see some of the work that they do and stuff on the Dunhills. Smokes like a dream. And in it, smoking some John Cotton's double pressed Dark Far Kentucky. That was from Schuyler, North Georgia Piper. If you ain't checked his page out, you need to go check him out. He gave me it about 8 months ago or something. I've been smoking on it. Man, that stuff's good. Try to take it easy because that stuff, it's fairly expensive for the John Cotton blends. They're up there with those Seattle Pipe Club stuff. But now it's really good. Another thing I want to show you is my new lighter. This thing is absolutely awesome. It don't matter what direction you turn it. It's got a little flip lever that you just pull down. It's effortless. It's super thin. It's really, really nice. If you want any of them, you better get on it quick over at Redeem Pipes. He's got them for $45 a piece. I think they're Italian made, and they're $45 a piece. That includes shipping. He's got the gunmetal grays like this. He's got black, and he's got natural metal. But it's got good feel in hand. As long as I can buy these from now on, I'll never own another old boy. They're no comparison to them. This, to me, this lighter's superior to it. I've been using it out in the wind, and it seems to light good in the wind. But he said he had a few left, and I told him I was going to tell everybody about them. And he said if they sell out and do good, he's going to order some more, import some more. But you better not miss those right there if you can. For the price, $45, I've got old boys that it's $200 that I wouldn't take two of the old boys for one of these. Well, let's get into the rest of the stuff today. I want to show you one of the things that I got this week, and I was just absolutely blown away. I got another Dunhill. If I'm not, don't quote me on this, but I think he said it's a 1962. It's shell briar, same as my my billiard. Israel, about a year and a half ago, I made him my very first pipe that I ever made. He had been wanting a Dr. Graybo, I think it's Starfarb Bent Bulldog, and he couldn't find one nowhere. He had one, something happened to it, and he couldn't replace it. I thought, what the heck, I'll try to make one. Well, I got on the internet searching pictures and stuff and found what they're supposed to look like. And I thought, well, I'll try to make one. At that time, I didn't have a lathe or nothing, so I ordered a pre-drilled block. And I worked it all down with files and everything to get it all right. It turned out pretty nice. I have to say, I was expecting when I got it, well, long story short, he asked me if I could stamp number 1 in it, because all my pipes later on, I started stamping up to, I think it's pipe 12. I stamped what number they were in order. He asked me if I could stamp that one. So I stamped it and I put my maker's mark on it. And of course, I didn't have a maker's mark at that time. But I got it back this week, got it stamped and everything for him. And in that box, this pipe was in it. And with a bro note, he said he wanted me to have this pipe. It has had the stem replaced on it. And he said that he hoped that I could put another stem on it that's more suited for the pipe. And I can definitely do that, because the fitment of it is not just like 100% perfect. It's not bad, but it's a little loose is one of the main things. So I'm gonna make another stem for it, and I'll show it later. I don't know if you can see it, how it kind of, it just don't fit the stumble real good on the contour and everything. And I'm gonna try to do better than that. And that's gonna be definitely one of my smokers. But Israel, I can't believe you sent me that. I'm absolutely blown away. And I want to thank you again for your friendship. And that means a lot. And you didn't even have to give me this pipe, but I really, really do appreciate it. So that gives me 2 older Dunhills. And both of them in the shell briar that I absolutely love. That's the prettiest, some of the prettiest sandblasts I've ever seen. Now, next, I've got 2 pipes that I'm going to sell that's on my personal collection. I've got this Dunhill. It's a 1979. And it has one little bitty ding in it right there. And it has just a tiny little bit of chatter, in the stem. Nothing bad, just normal wear and tear. And the rim has just the tiniest amount of char on it, and it's not bad at all. Just mainly right there, there's a little spot. But if anybody's interested in that pipe, I've never smoked it. It has been smoked, but I've never smoked it. I give $275 for it at the Columbus Pipe Show a year ago, last August. And I'll take $225 shipped for it. I'm just not a fan of the Dunhill smooth finish. That was the only one I seen up there that day that was a Dunhill. And I was going to buy a Dunhill pipe. But if anybody's looking for a 79 birth year, right here she is. I want, the main reason I want to sell that one, and I've got another one here I'm going to sell, and I'm going to try to find me a 73. I either want a billiard saddle stem or a Lavatt in the Shellbriar in a 73. And that's the year I was born. I thought, well, with that pipe and this pipe here, it's a brand new, never smoked Briarworks Moonshine Devil Lance. Bowl's 100% never been smoked. You can see it's 100% clean. I've got the sock that goes with it and the original box. I bought it, put it up in a drawer, and just never smoked it. One of the main reasons I did was to get a look at the Devil Lance pipes, and that's kind of what I've been going off of. I've been running a little thicker stem on mine, but I'm thinking about maybe start thinning them down a little bit more like these. And but it's I think they call that Leather Blast, and it's a beautiful pipe. I'm not real fond of their stem colors. About the only one they've got that I really like is the it's a coffee and cream looking one. That being said, I put this one on Instagram and Facebook, and a guy seen it, and he said, "You ain't got any of those that's got different stems, do you?" And I said, "Well, I could make you one." So I've got to make him one that he's wanting one with the coffee colored stem and head also. Trying to think, I got me a new air compressor for the shop. Not a new one, new to me. Been looking for one, finally found me a Quincy. I've been getting my dust collection up and going in here. I've been making roughly 2 pipes a week. Hopefully I can make some more, because after this week I'm going to be off for 2 weeks and be around home. So hopefully I'll have a little more time to make a few pipes over the Christmas holiday. Oh yeah, and if you, these 3 pipe stands back here with the humidors, I about forgot, my cousin, he seen me here a while back and said he had those. That his mom and grandma had got him, just that when they was out junk selling and stuff, and he said he didn't have no use for them, and it was full of pipes, all of them just cheap drugstore style pipes. But I'm gonna, there's a few in it that, well, I'm gonna clean them all up and put them in it, and there's some that's just junk that I'll just throw away. But I'm gonna put them in them, put them up in display here in the shop, and use the pipe stands. You can always use pipe stands. And that, let's see, the Secret Santa, I'm gonna get my Secret Santa sent out this week. Tomorrow, matter of fact. The guy that I got, he said that he had all kinds of pipes and tobacco that he'd never smoked enough tobacco, but I'm going to send him a little tobacco. And I bought an extra one of these lighters I'm going to send him. Everybody can use another lighter if you're a pipe smoker. It's just like Tampers. You can't have enough. Can't really have enough pipes. But and talking about pipes, those two that I'm selling, that's the first two I've ever sold out of my collection. I've never sold another one of my personal pipes that I've bought. But those two just sitting around, and I don't have no hankering to smoke them, so I'm going to sell those. And talking about the Secret Santa again, I'm rambling on. But my Secret Santa, luckily he's got a YouTube channel this year, so I got to watch some videos. And even the bad thing is he's not done nothing much in the last year. But that gave me a little bit more to go off of this year. Last year, mine was a non-presenter, and I searched Facebook, Instagram, and finally found him, Razorback Piper. But I just had to shoot in the dark on what to send him. But I sent him a different variety of things. I figured that surely to get us something in there that he could like, and if not, he could give the rest of it to somebody. Well, that's about all I've got for this week. Keep your eye out. I've still got a pipe to make for a guy. He bought 2 pipes off of me, Corey Wolfie. He's good friends with Israel. And I sent, talking about Israel, I'd made him a pipe, another one. Then I sent it back with his original pipe. He got a little short Devil Anse. I say shorter. But the ones I usually make are just, they're about half inch or quarter inch shorter than these. They look shorter because the stem's thicker, but I kind of like how the thinner stem makes those look longer, and those are definitely not long. And if you ain't seen Captain Kirk's stuff, you need to go check out our Christmas pipes that we posted, or they did the video on his channel. They did all the Christmas pipes that was made for the, the Instagram pipe smokers or pipe makers group. Those was all posted on his channel. They did the video the other day, and there's a lot of neat pipes come out of that. Not a lot. I think there's 4 or 5 of us that made pipes. And this month we're making a traditional pipe that needs to be in the specs of traditional pipes. And like JR said, that it's going to be harder to do. JR Furman said that it's going to be harder to do for most of us, because most of us do more just freehand style, or just however we want. And you don't realize how hard it is to make a traditional pipe. He wanted something like you'd walk into a pipe store in the 1940s and see something, and you know, he wants something like you just pull off the shelf and be traditional style and size. And there's not really no written rule book, but there's along the way, certain pipes has got some standards that they go by, that you've got to go by on size. Like, I didn't know a billiard, the bowl is 1 1/4 times, I think, bigger than the bore. Then the height is, or the height, maybe the height is 1 1/2 times taller than the bowl. Then your stem is 1 1/4 times the length of the bowl. Then your pipe is like 3 times the length. I'm just giving these numbers out because I'm not 100% sure what they were, but like 3 times the height of the bowl. But it's pretty neat, you know, so it's going to be a challenge for all of us. And he wanted something that we had never had made. And I never had made a true original Cuddy style pipe. And them and the Dublins, from what I read, are the 2 first pretty much original Briar style pipes made. And the Cuddy was copied off the clay pipe. The little stand looking thing on the bottom, it was part of the casting process when they made them, and people held them because the bowls got so hot on the clay that they would hold them by the little stand. And they said they can, or they do and don't have the Briars, the stand. And I'm going to try my best to put that stand on mine. And they said a lot of them was straight, but the majority of them had a slight curve to them. And I'm going to put a little slight curve in mine. I'm not making one of the big long ones, the church warden looking ones. I'm making one, I think mine's like 6 1/8 inches long. It's a little longer, but it'll look longer because it's much slimmer. And I'm going to try to make one of those for it. We'll see how it turns out. But I've been studying and studying, and the bowl shape, the bore in it is a conical bore. And they said with them and the Dublins that both of those had the conical bore, and one of the reasons they did that was the flavor would intensify when you got closer to the bottom of the bowl. You get more nuances out of your blend where everything concentrated down in it. It's pretty neat, you know. And I think you'll get a closer to 100% burn. You'll get all ash out of one of those compared to one that's got a big flat bowl and you come up a 1/16 to 1/8 off the bottom almost with the draft hole. You're not going to get all of that burnt down in the bottom. But, you know, you may have to, with it, have to sling it just a little bit because it's definitely, it depends on the moisture outside and everything in your tobacco to get moisture out of it, because you're definitely going to get moisture down in your pipe on that one. But, well, hey, this video's went on for almost 24 minutes. I guess I'm going to cut it off here. Remember, we're all brothers of the leaf. Try to bless somebody. I've been truly blessed myself this week, really and truly. So we'll catch you on the next one. Later.